So, let me give you some backstory. I grew up in a very poor family. My parents had good jobs, but there wasn't much food in the house. So, and I was a really picky kid. I was anorexic because I would only eat certain things that didn't benefit my health in any way. So as I got older, I still was picky. But by 2021, that was my age. By 2012, yes, I think it was 2012. Anyway, yeah, it was 2012. I began changing my life of how I ate. But I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was fruits and vegetables are healthy. So all I ate was that. But then I lost weight, but I became healthier. A lot of my health problems went away. So, that's a good way to put this. I stopped doing that, and I was eating processed meats. But I wasn't really gaining any weight. So in 2012, I found Iron Body Conditioning. And I'm like, whoa, what's that? Iron Body Conditioning is what makes my body so shiny and toned. Not many guys like doing this. I focus most of my training on my body and not my arms. But I can grow my arms. The thing is, I've learned so much over the years. With Iron Body Conditioning, what you pretty much do, some people use sand, some people use iron steel, or it's pretty much just hitting your body against a hard object. So your bones create microfractures, and eventually you don't really feel the pain anymore. So what I enjoy doing, and what not many people do, is, one, I've been doing this for so long. When I first started, I was doing it wrong. Yes, there's a right and wrong way to do Iron Body Conditioning. And a lot of people do it the wrong way. And it took me a really long time to do it the right way. There are lots and lots of areas, and it's kind of like an isolation exercise. You hit certain parts of your body that you want really toned and hard. But what I started doing was this. And I said, why don't I do that to all the parts of my body? And it eventually, I eventually just started doing it to other parts of my body. And I would have to say that my forehead is my strong point. If I hit you in the head with my forehead, your head would probably bleed internally. My head, my skull, is so strong and hard that I can break something with it. Mostly because of my seizures, my healing factor that I have, that pretty much I was born with. It's just gotten stronger over the years. Like a good example, baking grease went on my arms like an hour ago, and the pain just went away right away. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. What I mostly love doing is, this side is bigger, as you can see. Oh, my screen turned off. This side is bigger than this side, mostly because in high school, I wanted to play a prank kind of on myself while I was stoned out of my fucking mind. And I said, hey, why don't I get these weights that I got for Christmas? And I only lifted on one side. And I did that for about a month, which made my body uneven, which is annoying. So I use iron body conditioning to even out my body. And I want to show you, honestly, the areas you can hit, which work, and the areas you shouldn't hit, which don't work. And it really does depend on the person. It's funny that I went to the gym every day for so long, nothing changed, partially because it was my diet. But when I started doing this, I started growing. What I used to do when at the YMCA, if you know what that is, it's the gym, I would go there at night by 8 o'clock, and I would get the table. There was a table back there, and I would put my arms like this, and it was one of those plastic chaired bench tables. I would lift it up and I'd throw it up and catch it like this. I would throw it up like this and I'd catch it like this. And I had, when I first started, bruises all up and down my arms. And they would heal within like maybe a week. And all I could say was it's worth it. Because now I can rub a brick against. How many people on my channel can rub a brick this fast against their skin without a scrape or being cut? I can't get scraped, which is pretty cool, because bits of the iron in this brick. The redder the brick, the more iron is in the brick. The more iron goes into the pores of your skin, which gives it kind of like a shiny look on your skin. Also, it's harder to cut the person. The place I don't do it is my body. Believe it or not. I did do rubbing, and honestly, I make this look easy. If you first start doing this and you try to rub on your body, you're going to be in so much pain. It's going to burn. Yeah. And then I do one really hard one. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's dark in here, and I could have just turned the light on this entire time, but I didn't. Hold on. The thing with me is that I don't age. I have literally looked the same. I have had the same face. It's changed a tiny bit, but not very much. My family has a gene mutation in, I believe it is the TART gene of the telomeres, where we don't age fast. So I have a healing factor. I don't age fast, and it's hard to cut me because of the training I do. A lot of different, because I could honestly probably, it doesn't matter how big you are. I've seen little guys beat up big guys in street fights. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how many steroids you take, how much steroids you inject, or if you're a bodybuilder. Someone my size could take down a bodybuilder. Why? Because it matters skill. It doesn't matter how big the person is. Besides, a steroid bodybuilder versus a natural bodybuilder, if that exists, is going to have a harder time moving unless they train every day in movement. There's a Marine, an ex-Marine that trains every day and does tons of different workouts. The whole point and the whole reason I do this is because it makes my body hard to hurt. I'm more of a defensive fighter than an offensive fighter. I'll only fight if I absolutely have to. And that's one of my affirmations in almost all my subliminals, fighting subliminals. I only fight if I absolutely have to. I don't try to start fights. I only fight if I feel threatened. That's the only time I'll fight. Okay, I'm going to end the video here. Bye, everyone. Hope you like this. I'm growing my titties. Like, comment, sub, and dance. Oh,